And we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to yet another Coinsider live stream. In today's stream, we're going to talk all about AI agents. Now, this sector was super popular and super hot last year, but now they've kind of gone down quite a bit. And in today's stream, I want to explore, can they come back? What are the latest and greatest of the top projects? And what alpha and opportunities should we keep in mind? Should we keep on our radar? Right? That's what I want to dig into today. Really excited for the stream today. And I don't know if I'm going to do timestamps today because I'm just going to talk about a lot of different projects. So it's like, if you want to just dive into the projects, then just skip around in the stream. I think you can like skip around afterwards if you're watching the stream like afterwards. Okay, let's see. So also let me know what topic and areas you want to dive in together in future streams. I'm thinking about doing a stream on the internet capital markets, the Believe app that is rocketing lately. I'm not going to dive or go into too much detail about that on this stream because this is going to be about AI agents, okay? So let us start with a quick overview for those who don't know what AI agents are. So real quick, what are AI agents, right? This may bore some of y'all, but I'll be quick with this. I just want to cover a quick overview for those who don't know. So as we all know, AI is really changing the world, right? Everyone here uses ChatGPT or Grok or Gemini, whatever you use, right? And the AI coin sector in the crypto space has been super hot, trying to ride that trend. Now, there's a new subsector. It's not new anymore, but last year it was new, called AI agents, which are basically like bots or programs that do stuff for you. Now, what can they do for you? Well, a lot of things. It can help you trade. It can help you create content. Basically, they're like digital assistants, right? And they use those large language models, which is what ChatGPT is based on, to like learn and improve and help you do different things. So basically, they help you with various tasks. They collect data, they analyze, they figure out the best action to take, and then they take that action, and then they learn for the future. So they're a little bit more advanced version of bots, essentially. Like, they can make decisions and learn from them. So what can they do in crypto, though? Right? What can AI agents do in crypto? They can help you trade better by analyzing the markets. They can help you do DeFi stuff in an easier manner. They can help create or manage NFTs and just make blockchain easier to use. Right? So that's pretty self-explanatory. And some of the most popular ones that you've seen, like AIXBT, are AI agents, right? Those are AI agent projects. Now, here's the thing. Last year, AI agents was one of the hottest sectors in the entire crypto space. This is a little bit old now because, as we know, AI agents crashed quite a bit. Like Indra Neil said, AI is down 90%. Yeah, it's down quite a bit. But we want to see today if it can come back. But before we talk about current projects and the future, you got to know that last year, this is old, okay? This is January 7th. But last year, it grew from 100 million to 17 billion market cap. So a lot of things rocketed, right? And wait, one sec. That's not the right one I want to. A lot of things rocketed, but people weren't always bullish on it though. Like Masari put out a great thread 6 hot takes, okay, for 2025. They put out a great thread saying that AI agents peak and won't recover. They argue that they have no proven product market fit that can sustain speculation. Speculation drives AI agent launches, but the cycle collapses when markets see they'll remain toys for the foreseeable future. So they say that you see this blue is the DeFi boom of 2020, DeFi summer 2021. They say AI will do the same, rocket and then crash. And they were right. They were so right. Travis Kling, also I think, investor and analyst, also argued last year during the peak of the bubble that the AI agent sector is a bubble. He was also right. So not everyone was overly bullish on this. But now, with prices down so much, the question is it a good time to buy? Can they come back? Because if they come back, we could see like prices are down so much right now, like 90, 95, 99%, right? If they come back, it could be a good time to buy. Well, actually, no, prices aren't down that much anymore because things did rocket in the past like few weeks. So it's more like maybe 80%, 60% down. Okay, it's not as much, but still, it's still down quite a bit. But here's the thing. This niche is still dominating the narratives. Wait, I have to share screen right here. AI tokens still dominating crypto narratives in Q1 of 2025. It's Q2 now, but this is more recent, right? This is April. As of like less than 1 month ago. So it talks about how AI and meme coins are still dominating the mindshare, accounting for 62.8% of investor interest, right? AI, here it is. This is the chart. Meme coins, but then AI 14.4, and then AI agents 10.1. So these are really like AI combined is the largest sector. Oh, and there's also AI meme coins, AI framework. They split AI up quite a bit, but collectively, anything related to AI, crypto, was 35.7% of global investor interest. This is the image, so you can't really see that. So my point is, this is still bullish for the sector because they have mindshare. And as we know, folks, mindshare is super important for at least short to midterm price action. Long-term fundamentals and tokenomics matter more. But if we're talking about short to midterm, like if the bull market, if euphoria and excess comes back, mindshare matters, guys. Mindshare matters. So that's what I want to keep you kind of thinking about. Now, here's the thing. Here is a project that I want to start diving into projects, but I want to start in a place that makes sense. And that's Cookie DAO. Right here. How many of y'all have heard of Cookie DAO or Cookie.fun? This is basically, they have a lot of different products in this project, but it's basically like it's a data project for this AI crypto space. It's crypto's first index. Let me make this larger, by the way. Crypto's first index for all AI projects data. Overview of the entire crypto AI market. I'll show you Cookie.fun, but they have on-chain and social data feeds. They can give you stuff like mindshare and KOL data. So it's a little bit like Kaito in the space. But you can also plug and play for AI builders and AI agents. So for example, you can ask it what's popping on CT, and it tells you different mindshare, trending projects, etc. There's also a cookie token that you can get like access to various parts of their data. You can stake it and access airdrops for projects leveraging their data layer. So, and we can look at the tokenomics in a bit. Let me just open this first, actually. Oh, wait. I want to go back. One sec. I will open this as a new tab. Cookie has close to 100 mil market cap, 88,000 holders, and Agent Cookie. It's built on a lot of different, or it's tapped into a lot of different chains, and it gives you different stuff like social data too. On-chain data, social data. It's like Kaito, but for the AI and AI agent sector. And the thing is that AI agents can tap into this, and it can build with this data layer, right? And we'll talk about some of these, Eliza, Virtuals, Waifu. We'll talk about a lot of these today in this stream. Yeah, but they also have like Deep Research Terminal. It's not here yet. Their cookie is already here. But I want to look at Cookie.fun. I want to look at their portal, right? So here it is. Look at all the different agents they're tracking. And it tracks their total market cap, their smart engagement, the dominance of various chains, and AI agents like Fartcoin, Virtuals, and a bunch of other ones. AI16Z. We're going to talk about some of these. They have specific agents. And they have infra projects. Like, you see all the data they track. It's a great dashboard. You don't need their cookie token to use just this high-level dashboard. And if this kind of sector comes back, this will be a handy tool. We can see their latest gains. We can see Zerro. We're going to talk about that today. Vader is also a big one. Goat. Oh, we really should look at Goat too. This is OG. Goatsius Maximus. And Fartcoin is like the leading meme, of course, but I consider that more a meme, even though its genesis was from this AI agent sector. But yeah, so we're going to talk about a lot of those projects. But first, folks, if you haven't joined our stream before, I want to really quickly invite y'all to join Retail DAO. Retail DAO is a great community for serious retail investors who care about research, who care about analysis. This is not for people who just want to listen to Ansem and Murad and ape into whatever they say, okay? If that's you, if you want a guru, if you want someone to feed you stuff, that's not it. But instead, if you want to collaborate and discuss with serious retail investors, like myself, like a lot of other people, then we'd love for you to join Retail DAO. It's a token-gated Discord, so you do need 20,000 of these retail tokens, but it's only around like $10 to $12 right now. I don't want you to buy this to speculate. I don't want you to be like, oh, this is going to rocket. You can just buy the small amount you need and join us and say it's on Uniswap on Base. So you need some ETH on Base. You can bridge over or withdraw from Coinbase, whatever. It's really easy to buy on Uniswap. Just get, all you need is 20K and you're in. Say GM. Once you're in, say hi, talk to the people, check out the Alpha forum, and on our X as well. If you want better instructions or more detailed instructions, here's our X and here's the step-by-step process. Get at least 20K. This is a little bit old. It's gone up since then. Join our Discord. Go to the token gating process. And you're in. Say hello and check out our Alpha forum. So point is, would love for you to join us. And now back to the stream for, let's take a look at Virtuals Protocol. I already talked about Virtuals Protocol in a prior stream, but this is really leading the charge. So really want us to kind of dig into the Virtuals protocol and everything they're doing. One sec. Let me turn off my Discord notifications. Okay. So if you don't know, Virtuals protocol is like a launch pad and a framework. They're everything to do with AI agents. But the first wave, they were just tools, not assets, right? Like, yes, they would do stuff. They were like glorified ChatGPT wrappers, but it was hard. It didn't really have that good of like value accrual and things like that. The limits then, no ownership. It was just a service, centralized control, passive use. Now, Virtuals protocol built a platform where you could create, launch, and co-own AI agents. It's like Kickstarter with AI. But there were some misses, like things went up and down, and now they have in 2025 a second wave of agents. Now they are autonomous revenue generating entities. They have this game. This is very recent, by the way, folks. We covered this in a stream, I believe, last week or so, or in the past couple of weeks. But they have this game launch pad where agents can now learn from interactions, manage wallets for you, and operate across apps like Telegram, for example, or Discord, or X, or Farcaster. So Virtuals also launched points called Virgin Points. And this is very important because this is anti-whale, anti-sniper, anti-cheaters. Basically, you have to participate, hold stuff, stake stuff, be active in order to get in on these Genesis launches, right? There's capped allocations, auto refunds, diamond hand bonuses. Basically, they want to really kind of reward their serious community members, their real community members, and not for people who are early or whales or cheaters. They don't want those people to benefit. So their launch pad is really improved. People are staking Virtuals, the price is up, and they are committing it to new AI agents. A lot of activity in the Virtuals launch pad. Let me just show you this Virtuals protocol. Right here. Genesis launches. Guys, this is what I'm talking to you about. Genesis launches, and they're just making it fair. They're making fair launch for all these new projects. Now, I'm not saying that these are going to be good, etc., but it's definitely way more fair than before, right? It actually rewards their community members. Now, another project that I want to talk to you guys about that had a lot of drama was Zerro. Remember Zerro? Yeah, look at that chart. But, oh man, even their X is down. Or, I mean, their site is down. That's crazy. Zerro. They had a lot of drama. Their founder had some crazy stuff happen. So remember, Jeffy Yu, the founder, faked his own death. This was recent, by the way. People were talking about his obituary, but they found him alive at his parents' house. There was an obituary, and people put up a meme coin in his honor. But then people were like, was this real? The obituary got deleted, and they found him at his parents' house. So now I think Zerro is pretty much dead. I mean, it made pump. Like, dead projects could pump too, right? But he's stepping away. The project doesn't really have any future, in my honest opinion. It doesn't have a real future. And yeah, this is just like they found him trading they published a private letter from him stating that the quote-unquote suicide was the only viable exit from persistent harassment, blackmail, and threats. LL. Right here. LL Jeffy. So they found him selling the Zerro tokens and also trading this LL Jeffy coin, right? So this was a lot of drama. Zerro, honestly, it could pump if people make it a meme coin. But honestly, this is a zero, a big fat zero in my eyes due to all that drama and stuff. I have no faith in the founder. I have no faith in this project anymore. Used to be promising, but I'm very bearish on Zerro moving forward. Vinayak, yes, we looked at Virtuals Protocol when it was super early, and then it really rocketed. Let me just show y'all actually. Is there Virtuals? Virtuals pumped a lot lately. It's over 1.4 billion. See, look, it went all the way up, all the way down, and then now recovered a bit. Can it reach new all-time highs? I think it will take more time, but it did have an impressive pump in the past few weeks. Now, a project I really want to show y'all is Alias. This one. Scaling creators with interactive AI agents. It's quite new. It has these like VTubers per se. You know, like virtual tubers, VTubers. And basically, you can build and personalize your own AI agent, customize its personality. Let me make this larger. Customize its personality, voice, animations, and avatar. You can train it with custom prompts, files, integrations. You can deploy it as a live streamer and take it to immersive worlds. And you can also generate revenue through audience interactions and community-generated content. So, this is coming soon, but deploy. Yeah, a lot of AI agent projects are integrating with this, as you can tell. They can make it, instead of just being a text bot, right? Instead of just being a text bot, you can now have a live streamer or a VTuber associated with your AI agent. So it's more fun, it's more visual per se. Here it is, guys. Craft your agents with custom 3D avatars, voices, and animations. So we may see a lot more of this with AI agent projects. It's only for early creators. And who is Alias for? Creators, educators, performers, storytellers, and digital builders. Bring it to life. Bring your AI agents to life. So, yeah, that is what Alias is doing. And I wanted to show you this first because a lot of the projects we're going to talk about actually integrated with Alias. Like Blockrot, like Vinayak is saying Blockrot brought, and Waifu and Griffin. Okay? But first, before we get to those, I want to talk about AI16Z, which now has a new name. So, right here. AI16Z is now Eliza OS, operating system for AI agents. That's what they're building. It's like a framework for building AI agents. Reintroduction to Eliza OS. What if AI agents could autonomously manage crypto assets for a DAO on chain? That's why it was called AI16Z before, because it was a play on A16Z, the Andreessen Horowitz famous VC firm. So they're like, we're an AI agents led VC firm, right? This idea that an AI investment agent might outperform even the best investors. But now it's evolved to become Eliza OS. They're building the infrastructure for this future. An open, decentralized, and scalable framework that empowers AI agents to do everything, essentially. It's a framework for AI agents. Just think about it as that. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff, blah, blah, blah. But this was a big rebrand, and it expands the vision too. The AIX16Z crew just dropped their Eliza OS rebrand. And so they are shifting from an AI managed fund as AIX16Z to an AI agent framework with an open source operating system. Right? So right here, Eliza OS. It lets anyone build next generation AI agents capable of carrying memories, context, and knowledge across environments. So this is very ambitious. This was more ambitious than where they started. AI16Z, the agent that like invested and traded, was more like the proof of concept per se. Now, Eliza Labs is the entity behind it, but let me share with you some other stuff. Like they launched something called Auto.Fun. It's Pump.Fun, but for these AI agent sector. And every trade gets a portion of the trading fees for creators. Right? So it also, a portion of their fees goes to AI16Z buybacks for sweet value accrual. Let's take a look at Auto.Fun to see what it's all about. So it's kind of like Pump.Fun, but for AI16, but for AI agent related coins. Kind of small market cap and volume, to be honest. But also, it's not a raging bull market right now, so these could definitely, I wouldn't buy any of these in particular. I'd rather own the token behind the project or the platform per se. Now, another thing, big news for AI16Z, now Eliza OS, its founder, Shaw Makes Magic, Shaw, just published a beta release. So basically anyone can run agents without any nerd crap is what he calls it. So yeah, they're working on a lot of stuff. But now let's take a look at Blockrot. This was a really small one that we were bullish on, and it did do quite well, but now it's dropped quite a bit. And it's basically a live streamer. Let me take you to their website, actually. It's basically a 24/7 live streaming AI agent and a Solana meme coin attached to it. So they're one of the projects that integrated with Alias, if I'm not mistaken. But their token price has kind of suffered as the AI agent sector diminished. Could it come back? Absolutely. But it definitely is really high risk, high reward. And I would say I want to see a lot more updates and a lot more progress before I turn bullish on them personally. Before I turn bullish again. Now, another project that I was really bullish on in the past, but I like virtuals more these days. This is Waifu. And it's like a launch pad essentially for AI agents, and they have a platform token too. This also dropped quite a bit. See how much these AI agent tokens struggled? Because it was more hype and more speculation than the fundamentals deserved. Like, you got to keep in mind, anything that's more speculation than fundamentals can do something like this in the future. But Waifu has also been doing a lot of things. For example, this post was late last year, but they're rolling out their 2.0. So that's their phase 2. Stage 2 will have new kind of LP fee stuff, an overhauled framework with a suite of tools to customize your agent, autonomous tasks, partnerships, they're open sourcing their framework, and a lot of integrations and things like that. More detailed public roadmap. Let's take a look at that. The path. The Pump.Fund for autonomous AI agents on Solana. But keep in mind, Virtuals also launched and integrated with Solana. So that's why Waifu I'm not as bullish on right now. And their token has platform's main token, deflationary, must be burned every time. That's the thing. This token can do well if AI agent sector has a revival. Don't get me wrong. But fundamentally, I'm more bullish on Virtuals, even though it does have a much higher market cap currently. Much higher, actually. Dang. Virtuals market cap is like... Virtual's market cap is like 200 times higher than Waifu. Per this, at least. Yes, we will talk about Griffin. I think he spelled that wrong, but we will. Just be patient. So Waifu is doing some stuff, but like I said, I'm not as bullish on that, fundamentally speaking, than Virtuals. Now, how many of y'all remember AIXBT? This is an AI agent that literally kind of posts stuff as if it was an influencer or KOL in crypto Twitter. So this is a fancy way of saying it, right? Real-time market intelligence powered by narrative analysis. They basically scrape and analyze all the chatter going on in crypto Twitter and feeds it into this AI bot. It's like ChatGPT, but trained by that data specifically. So they can make calls, they can write threads. It feels like a crypto influencer, but it has 460k followers, and it can make its own calls and do its own shit posts, essentially. Now, what's the latest on AIXBT? That's what we're wondering, right? Well, one thing, maybe not the most bullish thing, but it got exploited. It lost 55 ETH as a hacker broke through its dashboard to gain access. So this was in March. It's been quite some time. And AIXBT, I believe... it has gone back up since then. But just a little bit, yeah. This has a smaller total addressable market. It's like a AI agent itself rather than a platform or protocol. So I'm also fundamentally not as bullish on this, but I do like the agent itself, though. I would kind of just keep an eye on it, on its calls, on what it's talking about, because it basically represents what the entire crowd and all the other influencers and KOLs are chatting about. It analyzes the narratives and the mind share, right? We can talk about that too, about ARC. So, someone asked about Griffin. Now, Griffin Griffin is an agent as well, but let me just go to X. The agent engine. So basically, okay, I'll kind of simplify this for y'all. Basically, Griffin was one of the projects in the deep AI sector. This was kind of new. This kind of came on near the end of the AI agents initial bubble and hype wave. But essentially, deep AI bridges AI and DeFi. And it helps you, it creates agents that helps you handle complex activities that you do in DeFi, like staking and liquidity management, etc. So it's the intersection of AI and DeFi. And it had a much smaller market cap for the deep AI sector, and now it's probably even lower. But look, projects like Griffin, Hey Anon, and Virtuous Protocol and other ones do this. And they have like yield optimization through AI agents, things like that. So this is the sector that Griffin is a part of. But I'm really not that bullish on this. Let me show you the chart real quick. I'm really not that bullish on this project in particular. First of all, I think this sector is too niche. Like, yes, it could pump, but I think it's too niche of a sector for me to get excited about it. And people are also a little bit complaining about Griffin. They say not a single tweet from Griffin over the past 3 weeks, but token is up. What am I missing? Did it do anything special? The answer is most likely no, it did not do anything special. And it's just like a mini Altseason since Bitcoin pumped to 105K, right? And led by some memes and led by some AI crypto projects. So I'm not really that excited about this. But yeah, let's take a look at some other ones. Like ARK. Let's see. ARK. Let's see. Is it this one? Okay, one sec. Let me share screen. This is ARK. ARK.fun. Okay, interesting. It's a Rust-based system for building and orchestrating powerful, lightweight AI agents. Fair launch token, aligns incentives. So this is very similar to all those other projects that are building like a platform or framework rather for AI agents. And yeah, this is, let me make this dark mode. Okay, much better. This launched late last year, got a little bit of hype wave and then back down. Market cap, fair launch. I like the fair launch part. Market cap of almost 100 million. Interesting. Let's see. Giovanni, Seraph is powered by BitTensor. Let's see. Seraph by Virtuals. Seraph is an autonomous AI agent powered by Virtuals and BitTensor. Guardian AI agent of authenticity. Yeah, I mean, the thing with this is that it's niche, right? Let's see, FDV. I don't even know. Like, this data isn't even right. Let's see here. FDV, yeah, it's very small. And look at his chart, guys. Dang. I'm not, it's okay. It could pump, but I'm not that excited about this. I'm only excited about the ones that are really doing infra and building like frameworks and things like that, as long as they get used, you know? Right now, this is a small niche, so there's not room for that many. But yeah. So, real talk, folks. Real talk. Honestly, I think this sector is very narrative driven, and it could come back as we've seen in the past like couple of weeks. But it needs better fundamentals. It needs real adoption. It needs like not just useless AI agents. They're honestly more like meme coins if you think about it. It needs like good tokenomics, good revenue, good adoption, and fundamentals is key for the sector, or else things could pump, but they're guaranteed to dump 90+% in the future if it's just another hype wave, right? That's how I feel about AI agents. I'm cautiously optimistic. I could see a pump quite a bit, unless new narratives and new sectors come take its place. But if the bull market comes back today, I do think this sector will do well. But I also don't know if people are going to ape into random AI agents again like they did in the past, right? I mean, chat, let me know. I wouldn't personally do that. I would rather buy like virtuals or other platforms that have stayed active than buying, or like Eliza OS, for example, rather than ones that are building like small cap random AI agents. So yeah, I'm not like super optimistic on this sector, but I think there's opportunities here. I like some of them. I like some of the bigger ones, and maybe some of the ones y'all talked about are promising too. But yeah, folks, thank you so much for joining me today in stream. I don't know if I'm gonna do one tomorrow because I may be working on a regular video, but usually I do these on the weekdays at 12 noon Eastern time. So if in the future you join me, just know it's always at the same time. You don't have to think about it. You can be like, hey, I'm gonna watch Coinsetter's live stream where Kevin just digs into some various topic, sector, trends, projects, etc. I think the next one I want to do is about launch coin on the Believe app. It's a new meta called Internet Capital Markets. I think I really want to dig into that. And just be sure to subscribe to catch that, turn notifications on. But most importantly, please like this stream. It would help me out a lot. Always enjoy doing this with y'all. And I hope to see y'all in future streams at 12 noon Eastern time. Weekdays. See y'all later, folks.